Welcome to another segment of Jukebox Jury, where myself and two fellow judges review original music sent in to me by independent artists worldwide. First, I'd like to introduce Mr. Ed Conway. Welcome back to the show, Ed.
Hey, thanks, Joe, for having me back.
Hey, thanks for joining us. I know you're a busy guy, not only with your gig schedule, but owner and coach at the Tribe CrossFit Gym. Joining Ed is piano player, vocalist, trumpet player, and entertainer extraordinaire from New Orleans, Mr. Michael Clavijo. How you doing, Mike?
Hey, guys. Good to be back here. How you doing?
It's been a while since I saw you, Clavijo, but I follow you on Facebook. You've been all over the place, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been doing a little traveling and went back to New Orleans, but then I just recently relocated back to Tempe, Arizona, right in the Phoenix area. So the Valley of the Sun. It's really nice here. Good weather, good people. Good to be back here.
You were there before, though, right?
I was for about 7 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I went back to New Orleans, and after the pandemic, I got a little crazy, weird with crime going up a little bit, and I decided let me just come back to the Valley where it's a little bit more safe and paradise, and a lot of good friends over here.
Let's get on to the first song. First song today is by New York musician Benny Landa. Now, Benny's been treading the boards of the New York City music scene since he was a teenager. He was playing Greenwich Village as a teenager. So let's play the first track. This is Benny Landa, Since You've Been Gone.
Who cares what the people say? Only you and I know the truth. You came back to me. It was a gift and my love, that's nothing new. Things will get tough and out of control when you think you've got it down cold. Just one thing you need to know: since you've gone, I ain't never been the same. Since you're gone, I ain't never been the same. Since you're gone, I ain't never been the same. We came this far, we raised the bar. Baby, I've got a plan. I'm on my knees, let's take a trip somewhere only you and I can understand. There ain't a soul around, come on, let's go. Since you've gone, I ain't never been the same. Since you've gone, I ain't never been the same. Oh, since you've gone, I ain't never been the same. Since you've gone, I never wanted anything to change. Since you're gone, 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 I ain't never been the same. Since you're gone, I ain't never been the same. Since you're gone, I ain't never been the same. Since you're gone, I ain't never been the same. Who cares what the people say? Only you and I know the truth.
It's the first track today, Benny Landa, Since You've Gone. I'm going to start with you, Ed.
Yeah, man, I really like the song. I think it's an easy song to listen to. I think vocals, man, you can hear a lot of Beatles influence in it. I think maybe specifically, not McCartney, John Lennon.
Yeah, definitely.
Really big influence there. And then they had kind of essences of, throwback, like 70s rock feel with like a contemporary, recording production. So I like I said, it's an easy song to listen to, and yeah.
When you say Lennon, I hear Lennon in his final years there, like the Double Fantasy, Milk and Honey album. I can hear him around 1980, just before he went. His last recordings, I can definitely hear late Lennon there, for sure. I like the middle. I like the chord progression. Love the melody, catchy.
Yeah.
And where it changes in the middle too. Since you've gone, I like that part.
I like the drum tracks as well, man. They kind of mixed it up a little bit, depending on what he was saying. The falsetto, man, really good. The backup vocals, and had also a little 90s Duran Duran in there, kind of with when they broke down, like I said, with the drums and all that stuff. But real melancholy, but kind of like, really great to listen to. So I enjoyed that track.
I'm not sure whether he plays drums on that one, but I know he works a lot with Steve Holly, who's McCartney's drummer, Wings' final drummer. When Wings split in '79, he was the last drummer with Wings, Steve Holly, and he lives in New York.
Oh, cool.
He's from England. I know he works a lot with Steve in New York. I'm not sure whether he plays on that track, but he does a lot of stuff with him, yeah. Okay, let's go on to the next song. The next song is by a band called The Shakers, and it's a track called HiFi Baby.
HiFi Baby, so fine, so fine, so fine. Hope one day that you be mine, be mine. I need your love, I need it slow, need it slow. I change my mind, I'll let you know, let you know. Hey, HiFi Baby, strictly HiFi. Well, you say hi when passing by, and where you look, I almost die. I think I lost my heart to you, to you. You tell me now I may be blue, well, HiFi, baby, strictly HiFi. HiFi, baby, I don't know. You won't love me, but you won't let me go. Well, hi, baby, can't you see? You can be HiFi with me. You're HiFi, you're HiFi, you're HiFi. Passing by, and when you look, I almost die. I think I lost my heart to you, to you. You tell me now I may be blue, I'm blue, so blue. Well, HiFi, baby, strictly HiFi. HiFi, baby, I don't know. You won't love me, but you won't let me go. Oh my baby, can't you see? You can be HiFi with me. You're HiFi, you're HiFi, you're HiFi. HiFi, baby, so fine, so fine, so fine. Hope one day that you be mine, be mine. I need your love, I need it so, I change my mind, I'll let you know. We're HiFi, baby, strictly HiFi. We're HiFi, baby, strictly HiFi. Strictly HiFi.
That's the Shakers, HiFi Baby. I'm going to start with you, Michael Clavijo.
Man, take me back to the beach. Man, I love it, man. Beach Boys, the harmonies, just the way it was recorded. It really took you back to the 60s, man. I loved it, man. It kind of reminds me of that movie, That Thing You Do, with Tom Hanks and the Wonders. I love that time. If I could jump on a time machine, I'd probably go right back there, man. Just everything about the song. It's a lot of fun. Just back to the beach, man. That song's going to be in my head all day. Love it.
Yeah. They're actually the house band in the famous cavern back in Liverpool.
Oh, yeah.
And they were formed by Tony O'Keefe, who's the drummer. And Tony O'Keefe was in the band in the 80s called the Chain Gang. He played a lot with Lemmy from Motorhead. They did some gigs in London with Motorhead, yeah. He put that band together. You can tell it's deliberately put together, like, for that sound.
I didn't hear Motorhead in that song, though.
No. No, his other band wasn't like that, the Chain Gang. But I'm thinking, they've put that band together deliberately trying to get that sound. And I know they used all the old Vox amps and stuff.
Oh, man, yeah. It sounded just like the old recordings. So
it's like, the Beatles' Please Please Me first album. It's got that all over it. Mm-hmm. Reminds me a lot of a sort of standing there. What about you, Ed?
Well, I'm going to keep with the Beatles theme. It reminded me of Twist and Shout by the Beatles.
Yeah.
Especially the vocal layering when they did the I think it was a pre-chorus or maybe it's the end of the chorus, but yeah, it was very, and just the name of the song alone, HiFi Baby. That it's recorded in hi-fi, so that's all of those bands back in the 60s and 50s. That's the only way that they could record. So I thought it was cool that they actually deliberately, recorded it in that way and then named it that song, and then it still sounded like a 50s and 60s song. But I think I was telling you, I'm like, it'd be cool to like hear some more. I haven't heard any more of their stuff, but it would almost really be a cool concept to keep that hi-fi recording, but then do a song, kind of the genre of like Jet, where it's like really like rock, like contemporary rock, but in that old school recording, dynamic. I think that would be a really cool concept. Like I said, I'd be interested to hear more of their songs, to see what more of their catalog sounds like. Yeah.
I did some research, and I know their set list, they don't do the obvious sing-along 60s stuff. They go for the real obscure stuff, and that's their own song, but they do a lot of the obscure stuff that was around at that time, 1959, 1960. Yeah. And they've actually got a musical going on right now in the theatres back in the UK.
Really?
They're doing like it. Where they have somebody playing Cilla Black, who was the famous 60s singer from Liverpool.
Oh, cool.
So that's HiFi Baby, The Shakers. Okay, final track today is a band based in Madison, Wisconsin, the DRL Band. And it's fronted by Danny Langton, who's the lead singer from East London in the UK. And we're going to play their track. This is Paradise Club, DRL Band.
Won't you take me up and free my mind? Wake me up when I've done my time. Show me all down the line. When I'm ready to go, I'm ready to fly. Open the gates, give me stairs to climb. Take me down a road where the well-lit sign. Show me all down the line. When I'm ready to go, I'm ready to fly. To the Paradise Club near the sun, where we are free and the game's been won. To the Paradise Club beyond the stars. Arm's length from Venus, stone's throw from Mars. To the Paradise Club. To the Paradise Club. To the Paradise Club to rest our souls. stands in our way. We know what is waiting for us, no matter what you say. To the Paradise Club near the sun, where we are free and the game's been won. To the Paradise Club beyond the stars, arm's length from Venus, stone's throw from Mars. To the Paradise Club, to the Paradise Club, to the Paradise Club, to rest our souls. To the Paradise Club near the sun, where we are free and the game's been won. To the Paradise Club beyond the stars, arm's length from Venus, stone's throw from Mars. To the Paradise Club, to the Paradise Club, to the Paradise Club, to rest our souls. Won't you take me up and free my mind? Wake me up when I've done my time.
That's the DRL band. It's actually the lead singer's initials. Daniel Richard Langton, the DRL band. That's how they got the name. Lead singer Danny Langton, he's from East London. I'm going to start with you, Ed, on this one.
Yeah, man. So all in all, I like the song. I'm probably going to be, out of the three songs, I'm probably going to be the most critical of this one. I think there's a couple of things that I would want to address. First, the thing that I loved about it was just the guitar hook. It reminded me of like a Quentin Tarantino movie. You know, like you'd hear that in like Kill Bill Volume 15 or however many movies that are made of that. You know, like I was just like this. The second I heard it, I was like, "Oh, dude, that's a movie track title right there." Yeah. That being said, like a lot of other songs that hang out in the minor key, like the song that came to my mind was "Losing My Religion" by REM, right? Where it's like,
same thing.
Yeah,
Right.
like it just hangs out in the minor key, and there's not a ton of chord changes. I think because of that, I think they could have cut that song down to like 3.5 minutes. Just because too much of just the same chord progression just kind of becomes monotonous. But like I said, it's a catchy enough tune. The other thing that I was initially critical of, and then you and I had talked about it, and you had kind of told me the backstory about the song, is lyrically, I could not understand what he was singing about. I was like, what is this song about, you know? And then you said, oh, it's about the afterlife. And I was like, oh, cool. So, you know, after I found that out, then it's like, wow, the lyrics kind of lend themselves to, you can interpret them the way that you personally want to interpret them about the afterlife, you know? Yeah. And so not taking away anything from the lyrics, but just it helps knowing what the song is about when you're listening to it, rather than trying to figure it out for the first time without having any backstory to it. But outside of those two critiques of the lyrics and just the song length itself, I liked it, and melodically it was an easy song to listen to, and like I said, I really dug the guitar hook.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean about the what's it about when I first listened to it. I thought it was basically about a club that you went to. Actually,
Yeah.
the club called the Paradise Club. But I thought, I've got to go there. But I know, research into this band, say Danny's the lead singer, he's from East London, influences the Kinks, Paul Weller, and Oasis. I can definitely hear Oasis in the vocals.
Oh, for sure. Oasis, yeah.
Yeah.
Big Gallagher fan,
Yeah.
You can hear that.
But I can tell they're going for that Brit sound as well. That
Yeah.
Brit pop thing, yeah.
Well, yeah, I got the Afterlife overtones immediately. I thought it kind of painted a picture. We know where we're going, or at least where we want to go. Open the gates. Yeah, the stairs to climb. Yeah, I was like, listen to that. But yeah, like Ed was saying, I think it took too long to get to that breakdown at the end, because it did have like a little breakdown at the end, and then I could hear the organ come out, and then the guitar started playing a little bit more free. When it broke down a little bit, it got a little busier, and I was like, oh, all right, okay, we're getting there. And the song kind of painted a picture of a vision of. Is it a relationship, or is he talking about the world, the state of the world today? We got to get there, So I dug the message, and it just took a while to get to the breakdown, I think, yeah. And
Okay.
I would have loved to hear that organ earlier in the song.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I didn't hear it until that part, It's like, oh, okay. So when everything dropped out, you kind of could hear the other things going on. But yeah. But this guy's ready for his due and to just get to that better place.
Yeah.
And when they hit that A major chord, I think it was, fly. And then later it's, to free our souls. It's like, oh, all right, I got it.
Yeah.
But I dug it. It was just took a while to get there.
Okay. Well, that concludes another segment of Jukebox Jury. Before we go, Mike, I see Ed all the time because we both perform on the Riverwalk in San Antonio. Yeah. You got plans to come to Texas, you're telling me?
Yeah, I'm doing a wedding in a couple of weeks in Houston, but I got to just block off some days, and I got to get back to the Riverwalk, man.
I was going to say...
I got to hit a Spurs game, man. I still love my Spurs.
Yeah, it'll be great to meet up because it's been a while.
I miss the glory days, but I still love my Spurs.
You got to let us know when you come down.
Yeah,
It'd be
absolutely.
great to three of us to get together again on the Riverwalk. And also we got Paddy's Day coming up. I want to mention that too because I think the second year I played Paddy's Day, it was me and you, Mike, all day.
I have that picture, and it's one of my favorite pictures.
We played all day, didn't we?
We were babies back then.
Well, Paddy's Day, I'm going to be playing 1 till 7:30, and Ed's going to be doing St. Paddy's Night at Waxy's with Jay Coble. So it's going to be a busy week.
Yeah, Louis wanted to say hi again. Hi.
Oh, there's Louis. I remember you getting them as a puppy.
He's licking his lips. I just gave him a treat so he'd be nice and quiet for the whole jury.
How old's Louis now? I know the listeners, this is going out to audio, but we're on like a Zoom thingy. So how old is Louis now?
100?
Send that picture to us, Joe.
How old is he?
Oh, he'll be 14 in June.
Wow, 14. Wow.
Yeah.
I remember you getting him as a puppy.
We've been knowing it. Three of us have been knowing each other a long time.
Yeah.
A lot of history.
Well, Ed's got a new puppy as well.
Yeah, she's trying my patience for sure.
And of course, I lost my Pedro Christmas Day and miss him like crazy. I mean, we miss him every day. Yeah, we do.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time and joining us today. Hope we'll get together soon on the Riverwalk. Three of us, Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Thank you, guys.